Hello everybody, welcome back to Elm Creek. Today, we're going to be mowing a few lawns with a landscaping business. I'm heading out the door just before 7 a.m. on this beautiful Monday morning. It's right around 70 degrees, and it should warm up just a little bit here, but I'm super excited, guys. This will be our first time mowing with the Zero Turn here in FS22. We just picked up 2 new clients here in town, and we're going to be mowing their lawns every single week here. Now, if you do end up enjoying today's video, please hit that like button, as it does help out the channel. A cup of coffee and a bagel is a great way to eat breakfast, and that coffee definitely gives you that extra energy when needed in the morning, especially on a Monday morning after the weekend here. But I'm super excited for today, and we are actually just now pulling into the shop here. Now, I will say, guys, this F-250 is a really good daily driver, and hey, we could also use it as a work truck here, since this is a power stroke, and it could definitely do a lot of work here. But I'm thinking, hey, why don't we use the Chevy Silverado work truck here, and we are going to be using the all-new John Deere mower. This is going to be my first time using it. We bought it last week, and I'm super excited for it as well. Take a look at it. You guys can see this is a John Deere. It's the Z994R series with a 72-inch deck. So let's get everything loaded up, and let's get on to those lawns. The Lawn and Landscape series has been huge here on the channel. One of my favorite series to record. And I will say, guys, it looks like we are getting some more and more mods here for FS22, some new ones, and just some conversions here as well. So we'll be getting some more equipment as those mods do come on out. And we do have a lot of things here in the works. So we got the mower loaded on up. I do want to grab a few gas cans here, the weed eater, and then I think we should be able to close up shop. Both the lawns here today are actually right next door to each other. Now, I do think the same person owns both the commercial property and the house next door. I mean, hey, walking right next door to business to work, I mean, is definitely a really good idea here. And it's actually just up the road. It's on the main area of town here. Now, hopefully we could get some more maps here in game. You can't really mow any of the houses here in town. I really do wish you could buy all the lands and mow it here. But hey, we're going to work with what we do have here, but you guys can see we're actually pulling up to it here. So it's a small local mechanic shop, and right next door, that kind of farm style house over there as well. We'll park here in the parking lot here. It's just a little bit of a busy road to really have a truck and trailer on the side. Alright, let's get the John Deere fired on up here. I will say, guys, this thing looks unbelievable. Huge shout out goes out to the rental man Buck for sending this on over here. Not sure if it's going to be released here, but let's see. Though looks like the deck is just getting lowered down. We'll get the blade fired on up, and we are just going to be doing some side discharging here. Really doesn't have to be the best, and I don't think we're going to really have any problems here. It looks like the grass isn't too tall to have any double cuts or anything like that here, but it's just so cool that within a few weeks of FS22 we already have some pretty cool mods here. Going as close as we can here. Really want to get as close as we can to limit the weed eating, but we don't want to be really scraping up against it, marking up the buildings, really anything like that. Right, we'll just get right alongside the road here. I don't want to go too close here just because of all the cars flying on by. Luckily, though, it's just after rush hour here, which is a good thing for us. And I will say, I'm also kind of learning the controls here of FS22, especially the zero turns and the skid steers. They do seem to handle just a little bit differently. But hey, it is still some pretty cool things. Now, I think I might try to offer maybe a fertilization service. That way we could get some of the weeds out of the properties, because I have noticed that a lot. Maybe it's something with the soil, but here in FS22, there is just a lot of weeds here at most of the properties. I'm laying down some pretty good stripes here. I'm just going up to the property line, which is actually a farm field right behind it. And I will say that is pretty sweet here as well. You guys, since you're doing a pretty decent job, I am trying not to do just a complete turn here. We really don't want one of the wheels to kind of get locked up there, tear up the lawn. And that would definitely be noticeable here. But just little by little, we are doing it here. And I will say, guys, there is a little bit of dew on the ground here. Early mornings usually do happen quite a lot here, especially during the season's change. But so far, though, the mower is doing a pretty good job, and that's actually it here for this property. Next up, we're going to be doing the house next door, which definitely, I think this is almost a half-acre lot here. But like I mentioned, guys, we are going to be mowing these every single week here for us, which is great. I really do like those clients where we mow for them every single week here. But oh, look at that. Look, that is pretty cool. Their driveway actually doesn't go to the main road here. Look, it looks like they go down a little side street. That is a pretty neat thing. Hey, I mean, a busy road like this, I think that would probably be the way to go. A 72-inch deck, guys, is the way to go. When I was first buying this Zero Turn, I did have a few options. I believe it was a 54. There was one in between, and then the biggest was a 72, and I always like to get the biggest mower deck because it really does come in handy, especially for these properties that are half an acre, 3/4 of an acre, and actually, I think we're going to be getting a few that are upwards of an acre here. Now, I have been going out almost every night to give a few customers quotes here, and I think a few of them said they were going to return a call to me with their decision. Hopefully they choose us to mow their property, take care of it, and do all their landscaping needs here. But pretty cool flowers alongside the house here. Oh, look at that, guys. They do have a pretty nice tool shed there as well. I really do like all the detail, all the different placeable objects here. Now, if you guys might be asking, Square, what house are you mowing? I actually made this house with a placeable, and I place all the trees, the grass, and everything like that, including that shed. And I think that does need a little bit of paint work, but hey, everybody's a bit busy. And the shed definitely just does its job of holding the tools and storage. Now, guys, I have gotten a few calls over the last few days for some landscaping projects, and I did give them quotes, and it does look like they want to schedule with us here, so maybe I will be able to schedule a job later on this week. I think that would be a pretty cool thing here. I will definitely bring the cam along for those, because landscaping jobs are a lot of fun here. Sometimes they're very similar jobs, and other times they're challenges and just things we have to work around, or hey, even rent some more equipment, which is always something fun. It's always cool to get our hands on some new equipment here. But I will say, guys, the cut quality of this John Deere is unbelievable here. Well, look at that. We are actually just going to mow right on through, and that is it here. I will say, guys, we did a pretty good job for our first few lawns. Let's get the blade raised up here. We'll get the blade turned off, and I think we're good to go to take a lunch break here. I think I will check my phone before I head back to the shop to see if there's one or two more that really want to get their lawn mowed today and want to schedule with us here. But I think I'm going to call it a day. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and subscribe for more.